Hello, beautiful human. I'm Zach. That's Stanley. Welcome to the studio. Mckenna Grace.
Woo!
Hi.
Hey!
And genuinely, it's been the first time in a while that somebody's come and brought us a gift.
Really?
Yes.
Well, like, never show up empty-handed. I wanted to make, like, a good impression.
Is that the truth?
Yeah.
What situations have you brought a gift to that maybe, like, somebody who doesn't bring gifts would be like, oh, that's kind of weird that you brought a gift?
I don't know. I just usually like to bring my little offering. These are kind of like, they're a really good go-to. They're very, very good.
Nothing but cakes.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious.
I know.
But, like, would you bring a gift to, like, an audition room, or is that weird?
I feel like that'd be a little weird.
Man, you don't want to bribe somebody.
Maybe. I don't know.
You want to get it for the quality of your talent. Oh, this is so cute. You wrote us a card.
Yeah, just a little note. Thank you for having me.
That was really nice.
Excited to be here.
And there's a dog on there, and you have your own stationery.
I do.
What is that?
I like to, like, I don't know, like, professional. Here's my, like, little stationery and my little gift, my little offering.
It's nice. A lot of people think that, younger people don't do handwritten things anymore.
I like to. I like to try. I've always tried to keep that up.
It's sweet. Like, I think very few things are like a handwritten note. You know, because very few things take the time of, like that handwritten note takes.
Yeah, I like it. I think that it's nice.
Wait, so, okay, Casual Kisser is a single that is out. Is
yes.
Essentially leading into whatever album's coming in the new year, or is it a continuation of the era that you're in for the EP?
I'd say that it's not my last EP. It's kind of me trying to move into a new sound and, like, a new vibe. I'm really trying to not fully, but kind of move into, like, a new vibe that's more chill. Or lately I really love Lana Del Rey. I love her so much, and so I'm kind of just trying to move into more of, like, an acoustic and, like, cool lyrical vibe place.
It does sound much different than Bittersweet 16.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
And so, okay, a part of that is, like, making a conscious effort to be different and do things differently, right? Like, what are a part of those things?
Well, I'm really trying to move. I really love the whole old Hollywood aesthetic and vibe and just the classiness of that. And so with my upcoming, like, music videos and cover arts and just singles and music in general, I'm fully trying to move into that. And whether it's a full-on style switch in my personal life as well, or trying to fully get into that vibe and image, that's something that I'm trying to work on as of late.
Are the lyrics and the stories that you're telling, like, specifically in Casual Kisser, are they rooted in reality, or where are they from?
Oh, completely. It's so bad. I always get so nervous putting out music because I always feel a little annoying sometimes in sessions too whenever I'm writing, because whenever I'm working with other people, if somebody says something or pitches an idea, but it's not something that I feel is true to the story, even if it enhances the story or the vibe, I feel like I can't sing it, because then I feel like I'm lying. So whenever I write music and whenever I write these songs, I really like it to be as accurate as I can, just because, I don't know, coming from an acting world, I like to be as honest with my real life as I can in my music.
It is interesting, and I was thinking about that, like, this morning on my way in while listening to some of your music. For a long time, you played a bunch of other people, and from that, like, I do wonder, like, is there a slowed understanding of who you are because you're so focused on being someone else, right? And, like, and you're not one person for very long most of the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're on a show.
Yeah.
And yeah, some people can, like, kind of, like, leave it at the door or whatever. But I also have friends that are incredibly method actors, and when they go into a role, they're, like, gone for months.
Yeah, I mean, I just recently have I played a role that I think is the closest to myself I've ever been, because, like, I'm usually playing things that are so far off, or I'm playing younger versions of people, so I'm learning how to be them, or I'm playing, like, a psychopath, or I'm cutting my hair up to here, and it's just, like, always all over the place. And I'm definitely not a method actor by any means, but I do like to get into it and feel it. And
you've been doing that since you're 5.
Yeah, going on 12 years strong. It's crazy. But I mean, I think that over the past few years, getting into music has been a really nice process of discovering who I am as an artist, but also as a person. It's really, I mean, this EP I'm about to release and the album I'm working on and all the things was really just me working through my own, like, breakup and relationship and feelings. That's what Bittersweet 16 was too. It's just fully me kind of figuring out who I am or how I'm feeling about these situations, which is exciting and scary to show the world, but it's still really cool.
How do you approach a session or writing a record? Like, is it coming from, do you have to write instantly after you feel something or go through something, or is it a delayed effect?
I mean, it really depends. I just started getting back into writing on paper again. I have like a notebook that's just full of ideas and thoughts as they come to me or as I'm going through things. And I mean, the EP and album have really been over the past like year. I think I wrote one love song and then a few days later I was not in a relationship anymore. And so then I started writing all of my like sad songs and stuff. And it's just funny to look back and actually look at the progression and look at the days that I wrote everything and slowly kind of seeing myself get over something through my music, which is kind of funny.
That's actually really cool.
It's like exciting and I like it. It's funny to go back and listen and be like, dang, I can't believe I felt so intensely about that. But it's cool that I got that emotion out in the moment.
So do those songs end up making up, I mean, do they make up Bittersweet 16 or are they going on to this new project or what?
It's my new project completely, yeah. Bittersweet 16 was more of me working through like my emotions, and I wrote like breakup songs that were more just like about that were about people that I had never dated, but I felt like a breakup from a person, you know, like that's the most exaggerating I'll like get in my music is I'll write completely about a situation, but then like we broke up, but like it was more like a friend breakup. But this new stuff is more like, yeah, completely just me writing over the past like year or so, everything that I've been going through.
In real time, all honesty.
Yeah,
no make-believe. But by the way, we've all been in make-believe relationships. And by the way, a lot of those situations, they were real in one way, shape, or form. It was something real.
That's the thing that is really cool for me to listen back to, because I look back at it now and looking at this album and the EP and the singles, I'm looking at it and I was actually listening to my one love song that I got out of it all. And I was like, dang, I so thought I was so in love. And then I look back at it and I'm like, I don't feel that way anymore. And it's just, I don't know, it's funny to have that in a time capsule and to be able to see it, because it just shows like whether you feel it still or not, like that doesn't invalidate whether you actually were in love at a point in time, even if you're not anymore, if that makes sense.
100%.
It's just like, I don't know, I like to look back at it all. It's kind of nice. I don't know.
Time capsule, diary entries.
Yeah.
It shows growth. It reminds you where you were.
I feel like my whole album is just like a diary for me, especially going back and looking at the months or the dates that I wrote each of the songs. It's funny.
So how do you, when you want to like start crafting your debut EP, do you set creative goals or expectations? I mean, obviously you mentioned Old Hollywood, you mentioned Lana, like what is the biggest thing you want to achieve? And it's not about accolades or data, it's more about creatively.
I mean, going into creating this, I really thought I was going to be releasing the songs that are on this EP a long time ago, because I wrote them almost a year ago now. And so I thought that was going to be like, that was going to be my album. But then I ended up writing more and more, and I got to the point where I was like, okay, I don't think I'm releasing these anymore, and I want to create an album and shape that world and figure out what it is. But then now that it's autumn again, my entire EP is autumn-based. It's called Autumn Leaves, and now that I am back in autumn, I'm like, I can't just sit on these songs. I love them so much. I feel like these songs work together and they aren't going to end up on the album, so I should put these out, and then I can move into my old Hollywood, my drama, and my breakup songs, my sad stuff, and really move into that like flowy vibe by moving through this EP.
Wait, so Autumn Leaves is coming, and this is after Bittersweet 16, and this is before, see, why, you know what, I'm looking at my research, and it's like, we have an album coming, and then we thought that Casual Kisser was going to be your first single from that new album, but it really isn't.
I don't know if Casual Kissers, it's not on the EP. It's more of the album vibe, but like it's kind of a mix of both. I'm trying to keep with the full, like, I'm excited because all of these songs were written at such different like points across the past year, but I think that they all work together really well. It's very like, in my mind, listening to all of them, it's like a very linear progression, which I love. But
that's interesting because like you made Autumn Leaves, which is the EP that's coming, over a year ago. But then after that, you start working on the album, right?
It's not even that I was like, okay, I'm going to start work on an album. I was just writing so much. And then I ended up creating something that I was like, oh my God, I think that this is my album. I think that this works. And I don't know what to do with Autumn Leaves anymore because I don't think it fits onto this. Oh, wait, this is its own thing. And then I can put these singles in between. I am so neurotic about it. I have Google Slides where I make image boards for each of the songs because to me, I can't see a song working unless I can see it like visually in the back of my mind, either as a music video or just an image or as a color. And so I have like each of the songs for my album and a Google Slides like that progress from color to color to color. And then as I kept going, I would put ones in between that would like be the gradient from, oh, this song feels like a blue, but this one feels like a red. How do I get there? Oh, I found this purple song. This fits in there. And that's my album. And then the Autumn Leaves were all my little fall colors. And I was like, I feel like it doesn't fit in there. Oh, it all works so well together. And so, like, I don't know. I'm so, like, weird about it all like that.
So you see the colors after the songs are made?
Or while they're being made. I mean, it's the most exciting to me whenever I can see it as we're making the song. I can see it in the back of my mind. And I'm like, oh, this is great. I don't know. Like, whenever I close my eyes or I think about a song, I feel like in the back of my head I could see, like, the music video, or I can just feel the vibe, or, like, it sounds so stupid, but it's like I could feel like, oh, this song feels like this image, and it'll be like, I don't know, kind of like a vibe. Or like whenever I listen to like Invisible String by Taylor Swift, I think of her album cover. Like that song feels like that album cover for Folklore with the gray and the trees. Like it feels like that. And so that's kind of what I can feel, I guess.
I get it.
I don't know. It's
That's
kind of
really cool.
random. So
you have this EP that will now see the light of day. Amazon Music, by the way. You can listen to all of Mckenna Grace's music. There's a link in the description below, just waiting for you.
Oh, yeah.
I really do want the cakes. They smell really good. Really good. It's really messed up. Really messed up. But then we get into an album. But there's no date set for the album.
No, I have dates and I have ideas in mind because, again, I'm very neurotic about, like, I planned out all my slides, and then, like, probably 3 or 4 months ago while I was in London working on something, I made this big old Google Doc, and it was like, Mckenna's plan for the next, like, year, and it's just, like, planning out each single and each album and, like, dates that I think should work. That way I can just get ahead of it and, like, figure it out, because I have so much music I want to release, and every time I write something, I feel like I'm outdoing my previous work, and then I'll want to release that, and then I'll leave songs behind. So I'm just trying to get it out. That way I can continue, like, creating without being like, oh my God, I can't leave this behind because I love it so much, and I feel like it should be out there.
Why do you need to put it out there? Because people can make the case that, like, you just hold it and, like, you keep writing and you keep getting better and then you narrow it down.
That's what I'm doing. That is completely what I'm doing. But right now I love these songs so much, and I want them to see the light of day. I think that they're exciting and fun, and I love releasing music. And one of my favorite things that I've discovered is I love, like, playing live. I've gotten to do it twice now, and that's one of my favorite things ever. It's like my dream, my goal in life to go on tour someday. But I don't know. I just want to be able to have it out there. I think that it's exciting to share with the world.
In what order did the goals or dreams for you come when you were a kid? Was it acting first? Was it music first? Was it like what like your earliest dream, your earliest moment of picturing what you do today?
It's always been acting for me. Like that's what I've been doing my entire life. You know, I grew up obsessed with like Shirley Temple, and I wanted to be so badly on the Pee Wee Herman show. Like that was my like thing, and that's why I like really wanted to get into it, was those two. And,
Shirley Temple did everything though.
I know.
Triple threat.
Exactly. And I've always loved like music, though I cannot dance like her for sure. I've always loved music, and it's always been a part of my life, but only over the pandemic, whenever acting kind of like shut down, I literally got sent home from a project for only God knows how long. It was like a big number of months before we continued. And that's when I started writing music, because I just like sat around and I had nothing else to do. And I mean, just lately I've really been taking like playing the guitar seriously and trying to be able to know how to perform, because as I've continued writing and releasing music, I've discovered that this is also something that I'm very, very passionate about and that I love, like kind of equally. You know, I don't know. I think that I'll always that acting will always be like my career and my path in life, but music goes right hand in hand. I love creating music for films, for end credits and things like that. I think that it goes really hand in hand, and it's fun to be able to write from like a character's perspective too for music.
And also entered your life at a really unique time where you're doing a lot of self-discovery, and you were left with yourself to discover, you know, and get to know. And I don't know, it's really interesting. Just a good way to like kind of explore your feelings and emotions and understand it.
Completely. Music is like therapy for me, just writing it, because I work, whenever I do like co-writing sessions, I work with a lot of the same people because they already know my stories and they've been here for the past 3 years through, oh my gosh, I found something and now it's over and now I'm in this and now you know this person and you've met this person, but they did this, and like knows all of my stories and all the things that are going on. And it's just like, it's just so nice to get out and like talk and just write it out on paper.
Yeah, must feel good.
It does.
So Casual Kisser is about a love bomb?
Yeah.
Can you define love bomb?
Well, meeting somebody, and well, Casual Kisser is really just like about someone who was like, oh my God, like I'm in love with you. I love you so much. And I was like, whoa. I literally said, I was like, I don't know if you should say that right now. Like that's a little quick. And he was like, no, I like love you. And I was like, okay, I guess I love you too. And so I was just like, I felt like I was so in love. And then now looking back at it, I'm like, oh, did you just like want to make out with me like on your couch or something? Because then you look back at it and you're like, oh, was there like some ulterior motive or something? Because whenever you're in it, you think that you're so in love. And then once you have some distance and you look back like after the fact and after you've been ditched or ghosted, you're like, well, dang, now I can kind of see through like the rose-colored tinted glasses. It wasn't like that lovely. It was just more of like an intense, like, I love you, I love you, I love you. And then you're gone.
How long did it take for you to realize that?
After the fact, I mean, I wrote this song, I think like 2 or 3 months after the fact. I have been going through like a long process of just like analyzing the past year or so with my music.
Okay, so guy tells you he's loves you. How long after that does he leave your life?
I think that's so funny. I haven't talked about this too much. I think it took him like 2 weeks.
Wow.
I know, it was pretty bad.
Damn. I just told somebody I love him, and I've known him for, how long has it been, Dan?
You probably told him at 2 weeks.
Well,
I mean, 2 weeks and change, but we've been, it's messed up. It's not messed up. We met, and we've been living together ever since.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
really?
Pretty wild.
Well, that's pretty cool. Well, for me, it was that I knew that this was like, my whole thing was whatever the relationship or the little love thing was, it was a short period of time, but that was kind of like my best friend for like a while. And then it turned into something, and then it became an album because heartbreak.
See, that's rough though. Like when your best friend turns into your lover, and when they tell you that they love you, you really do believe it because it's your best friend. You know, they know you, they understand you, or at least you think they do. Because
I'm like, I don't know, I take like relationships or love or even like kissing and stuff. That's what Casual Kisser is about, is that I take it very seriously and it's so important for me. And like, I'm not a casual kisser and I'm not going to kiss somebody or go out with them unless like I'm serious about it. And I don't know, it's just like a big deal. And then to have somebody like know that and then pull the rug out from under you is like a big deal for me. And I just like, I don't know, I went a little crazy and wrote so much.
Sick.
You still friends with that person?
The funniest thing actually happened is this coming out after my EP is out. I have a song on my EP that is, I wrote myself the apology I never received because I didn't hear from him for about almost a year because he was like, let's stay friends. And then I never heard from him again. And that's like what my song is. It's like the apology I never received. And the other day while I was recording that, I got a call from him for the first time in almost a year, which was insane. I actually have the tape, like the take recorded of me being like, oh my God, they're calling. This is insane. I was like, of course, it's right after I like finished my EP and my album and all of that. And it's like, oh my gosh, what do I even do? I don't know. But I thought that that was like hilarious that it was right during. I did, yeah. Yeah, I kind of got, it was funny to, like during the song of my apology to myself, I kind of got my apology. Like finally, I got a little bit of closure. It was weird. I don't know. It was weird.
The universe works in mysterious ways.
It really does.
That's wild.
I know. Everything happens for a reason, I guess.
Truly. Wow. So he love bombed you and then he bailed 2 weeks in.
Crazy.
At least you didn't move in together.
At least. Yeah, thank God. Still living with my parents.
Yeah. You're only 17. Yeah. It's so crazy. That's wild.
Yeah. We'll see. So much more to like come and so much to explore and like learn. I'm so excited from like I'd say like 14 through 16 were not my years. And now I'm like 17 and I'm starting to like finally kind of like feel life. Like I am enjoying this year so far being 17 and I'm so excited to just like explore life and figure out who I am and keep writing music. It's just like, I don't know, it's an exciting time in life. Yeah,
it is. Go thrive, sis.
17, it's the age that everybody writes about in songs. I'm like so excited to finally be there.
Now, yeah, so live it and then write about it.
I'm going to.
What are you thinking, Dan?
What did you mean on Bittersweet 16 when you said my childhood's wasted and I'm scared to fix it?
It's actually my childhood's wasted and I'm scared to face it.
Face it?
Yeah.
Okay, Genius had the lyrics wrong.
I know. I was literally talking about that the other day with my mom. I was like, Mom, the lyrics to my songs on the internet are wrong.
Yeah, they are. I checked multiple places.
I know. I was so upset. I like just noticed that the other day too. I was like, they're wrong. And I've been sending the lyrics to like my label and stuff. I don't know how it's wrong, but it was like my childhood's wasted and I'm scared to face it. It's just like going by so fast and I'm just like scared of that. I'm scared to get older.
So you feel like your childhood was wasted even though you were accomplishing so much that most kids will never get to do.
Yeah, not wasted, but it's just like, I don't know. It's just like whenever you get in that feeling and you're just like feeling really dramatic about everything, it's like, God, what am I like doing? I'm just like, especially like being stuck and growing up through something like the pandemic, like you feel like so many of your years are just like, what happened? Yeah. Like, I cannot believe I'm going to be 18 next year. I'm like, where did all of that time go? It's just like gone.
That's crazy.
So it's like, I mean, I turned 14 in quarantine and now I'm like,
whoa,
gonna be 18 next year. And I'm like, where am I? Where did all of that time go? Like, this is insane. I don't even know what to do with myself. So it's just kind of like, it's wasting. It's just like going away. What do I do with the rest of this time? And I'm just like terrified of it. I'm terrified of time.
Time is a scary thing, but you got to live in the present and remember that time is the most valuable resource. But yet it is a resource that we kind of just are the most expendable with and lackadaisical with, and we just exploit and just whatever willy nilly.
It's terrifying.
You'll never get it back.
Yeah. Stop. I know. I hate it.
It is. You know, I've been loosely pitching for a while now that I believe that the world should give everybody back 2 years on their age because we all lost 2 years in the pandemic.
You know what? I'm so down with that.
I would love to tell people I'm 28. Like, I'd give a limb. Give a limb. You know, what sucks is everybody else is young around me too, so like defeats the purpose, but like whatever. Just get 2 years back.
Hey. We'll give you specifically 2 years
It doesn't
back.
work that way. It can't just be for me. It's for everybody. You play Roblox?
Yes. Why?
I don't know. It's in my notes. You're on TikTok playing Roblox.
Yes, I
But
love
specifically
Roblox.
scary ones?
Oh my God, I did make that TikTok. Yeah, I mean, Roblox scary games, they're the best. I love Roblox.
I've never played.
Oh my God. Life is like Roblox. Have y'all seen that?
No.
A little video of DJ Khaled being like, life is like Roblox.
Oh, road.
But everybody thinks he's saying Roblox, and it's like a massive thing.
But what does he actually say?
I think he says life is like roadblocks.
Oh, roadblocks.
Yeah.
Way less inspiring than Roblox.
Yeah, I know. Like, what?
Because don't you build stuff in Roblox?
You can.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't roast me. Just teach
No.
me. Come on.
Yeah, I'll teach you anytime. Oh my God. I love Roblox.
Do you like play like on the internet, like where other people watch you? Why
Like,
did that sound like such an old person way to ask that question?
like not in like a streaming capacity.
Like I don't know, like is it like a networked game, or do you just play alone, like with the story on the computer or whatever?
I play with my friends. I'll
That's good.
always convince my friends to play with me. I actually got my grandpa on Roblox.
Oh, sick!
Yeah, so I get my papa to play Roblox with me sometimes.
If he can do it,
Yeah, and I get my dad. Like I've gotten like my dad, my grandpa, and I all in like one server. It's great.
why are you? What that's cool.
I
Why are
don't know.
you recruiting people? Do they come to you like looking for a game to play, or do you go, you need to get on this?
Yeah, no, actually people come to me and they're like, You're the master, teach me your ways. No, I convince everybody.
I kind of want to be on there. What system does one use? That's what they use. That's what they say, right?
Yeah.
System?
Isn't it all one system nowadays? Isn't it just the internet?
What the fuck? No,
I don't know,
You got,
man.
like,
I'm old too.
Xboxes and PlayStations.
Oh
right?
my
Like,
God.
I don't know.
like computers and
Yeah,
stuff.
what's your gaming setup?
Damn, none actually.
This is so funny.
I
I
think I have
don't
an
know.
Xbox One in the box.
Wow. I just use like my crappy MacBook and it like overheats and burns my hands sometimes. But
Oh damn, you definitely have more money. You should have to deal with that.
I should get a better computer.
Yeah, like, sorry, you definitely have the funds.
Oh gosh, I don't know.
So what is that? Wait, so who is Miss Gomez?
Miss Gomez. Zochi Gomez?
Yeah, I didn't want to say the
Yeah.
first name in fear that I was going to totally destroy that one.
Yeah, I never like
You're
yeah,
aging yourself
Zochi.
right now.
No, I didn't know either, but yeah, Zochi.
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 Friend,
Zochi.
roommate?
Yeah, I love Zochi. Great friend. I think that she's lovely. She's the coolest. I think okay, wait, I don't know if I should say that.
What?
I have a song that is like,
About her?
am I allowed to say that? Because like my album hasn't come out yet, but yeah, I wrote a song about her.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
amazing.
It's great because I went out with her one time like to some concert or something, and I was like, man, I wish that I was like you. Like, you're so cool. And then I had like a session the next day, and I was like, man, I have this friend and she's like so beautiful. She's so cool. Like, she's so outgoing and confident, and I like wish I could be that. But I don't want to write like a song that sounds like that. Like, oh, I wish I was you. But then I was like, I want to write like a love song for her. Like, I think that it'd be beautiful to like, I admire you so much that I just want to write a love song about you. So I did.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Did you play it for her?
Yeah, I did.
What is that like?
I don't know. It's fun. It's exciting. I love playing people's songs that I write about them. I think that it's so fun. Like, if it's a positive song. I've never played someone like a negative song that I've written about. Well,
Not yet. Oh.
no, I like actually have talked to people after I've like put out songs that were not like super happy about them. And it's gone well, because then you kind of get to like go back and talk about like why you were feeling that way, or like what they did, or
It re-sparks a
what's going
conversation
on.
that definitely needed to happen to begin with.
It's nice. It's nice. And then you get good music out of it.
It's giving healthy.
Yeah, it is giving healthy.
Sweet.
But I don't know.
I'm excited
Yeah.
to hear this song about Zochi Gomez.
Yeah, it's a great one.
Hi, Zochi.
Yeah. Hey, Zoch. I love you.
I'm learning.
Learning.
I feel so cool today.
We weren't given many details, but you're working with Black Bear.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
we
am.
love Black Bear.
I love him too. He's the best. I am. I have a song coming out
This Friday.
this Friday. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Now, all I see is
Friday.
new song this Friday with Black Bear.
Yeah, it's so sad I can't really talk about what it's for because of like the guidelines of the strikes and whatnot.
Oh.
But it's really exciting, and I'm very excited about it. I think that it's a really fun song, and it's gonna be really cute, and it's more for kids, but it's really funny that I have like Black Bear with me on it. It's really funny. I don't know. It's exciting.
Good balance.
Yeah, it's a very funny balance.
So this song's not on Autumn Leaves.
No, it's not on Autumn Leaves or my album. It's for
Something we can't discuss.
Yeah, it's for a project. It's cool though.
Don't you love when you can't talk about something?
I know. I'm so sad about it, but I don't know. What can you do?
By the way, all Mckenna Grace's music is waiting for you. Link in the description below. It's sitting on Amazon Music, just waiting for you to click and tap and do the whole thing. Really, soak it in. Listen to it. It really is good stuff. You're telling honest stories. I'm excited for the album. Like, that's what I'm the most excited for. And this EP, Autumn Leaves. It's all there for you. So go listen to it.
Your voice is so soothing. Like, whenever you get right on the mic, like every once in a while, I'm just like, oh my God, there he is.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, it's great.
It's very
great
nice
podcast
of you.
voice.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. Sorry. Anywho.
No, it's very sweet. That's actually the greatest compliment I get is that people like my voice.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Sometimes it gets creepy.
I love your voice.
Yeah. No, that's not. You have no idea.
Love your voice.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Thank you. That was good. It's been a while since you've been acting, clearly.
Yeah.
Just I was looking at the channel something.
Yeah.
There's a camera. You want me to play something?
Do you get more nervous filming a big scene or performing live?
Performing live.
Why?
I don't know. It's just so much scarier because I feel like shooting a scene, you have like, oh my God, I was shooting like, it must have been like an 12-page scene, like full of dialogue. And it was so much. And it was just like the whole cast was in it. And like we shot that for like 2 days. And we did that exact scene, like so many different takes, so many different things, like for like 2 days. So you do it over and over and over and over again. And then like, you know which takes you like. You can tell like the director, like, I hated that take. Please don't use it. Or you have like more control over how it looks or what you see, and you can stop and you can start. But then like performing live, like you have one shot. It has to be perfect. And it's so cool and exciting, but it's so scary because you only have like that one shot to nail it.
And if you don't, you don't. If you do, you do.
Which is so scary, but it's really exciting. So it's like, I don't know, you gotta like practice a ton, but that's for me why it's so much scary. I mean, after my first live performance, I like ran off stage and threw up. Like I was so like I felt so rock and roll though. like I felt really rock and roll, but like I was so scared, just like terrifying. But I had the best time ever. But then I like ran off and puked.
It all makes sense.
Yeah, it was exciting though.
You go.
What attracted you to pop punk originally? That I know you're changing it now, but why was Bittersweet 16 like a pop punk album?
I never intended like to originally get into that side of music, but then originally I had like an EP that I had been working on for a while that was like really acoustic and like pretty, and it was more bubblegum pop than I would have wanted it to be. So I was like having a hard time figuring out what to do. And it was my first time in a studio and I didn't know how to give notes or how to convey like what I wanted. And then I left and I went and shot something and I had some like crazy life experiences. And then I came back and I was so angry about like a relationship or like friendship that I had like had. And I was like so angry about it and I was so upset about it. And I had all these feelings that I didn't know how to process. And so it just ended up like becoming that. I don't know. I wrote a lot of angry music around then. And so like that's kind of what it became, was that it was just more like pop punk than anything else.
But as long as it's honest and matching the tone and temperature of where you're at in life, that's all that matters.
Yeah, that was like, I look back at it now and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a little embarrassing, but like I also love it. It's like I said earlier, it's like a little time capsule. I don't know.
Brings you back.
Yeah, it really does.
Does Grace Vanderwall know that she's one of the reasons why you started playing the ukulele?
I have no clue. It must have been like a few weeks or months into me learning ukulele. I went to one of her concerts and I think I like met her backstage and I got her did I get her to sign my ukulele case? Yeah. And I don't know. I must have been like 12. But I have no clue. I thought that she was like so cool to me. I loved America's Got Talent. I was like obsessed with it. I would like save it all on the DVR, and every night I'd watch it. I'd get like so hyped and root for people. But I don't know. I thought she was so cool. She is so cool. She is so cool. I don't know.
Hi, Grace Vanderbilt.
Hi, Grace.
I think you're so cool.
She hasn't been on the show in a while.
No, she hasn't been here in years.
Yeah. Where's she at? Where are you at, Grace?
Have her back.
She's awesome. She's a great energy. Good person.
Aw,
really
that's so
talented
cool.
human being. And super sweet. Damn.
She has a cool voice.
Yeah, she does. And she knows how to work that ukulele.
Oh, yeah. It's so
impressive.
rad. Yeah.
By the way, you're a good egg. Really appreciate you giving us time and energy today.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
thank
excited
you.
for this album.
Thank you. I'm really excited for this album.
Yeah, come on back. We'll talk about it.
I'd love to.
Seriously.
Anytime. I'd
Yeah.
be so excited.
But Autumn Leaves is waiting for you. Casual Kisser 2. It's all waiting. Plus all the other stuff. Bittersweet 16. Every song that Mckenna Grace has put out for public consumption is waiting for you on Amazon Music. So
Woohoo!
just click the link in the description below. What else are you thinking?
How have you been able to stay so like normal being a child actor?
Am I like,
You seem very normal to me.
Well, she could also
Thank
be
you.
acting.
You could be putting on an act.
little do you guys know? I have no clue. Like, I don't even, that was like, I don't even know what normal like is or equals. Like, I was oh my God, I was actually like
That
kind
was
of
normal.
feeling sad. I was like kind of crying on my couch last night because I watched this like really good homecoming proposal and it was so good and it was so sweet. And I was like, I'm never gonna go to homecoming, and I was like so sad about it. But it's like, I don't know, the grass is always greener, but it's like a weird. I am lucky to have my parents. I really love my mom and dad. They're
That's a good
like
answer.
my best friends, which is funny because like I've never been to school before, like
Crazy.
ever, and I graduated high school maybe last year. I've been doing college on and off for like the past 2 years or so. I've been taking some time off though from doing college because I had a spinal surgery back in October, a really big one.
You have scoliosis.
I did, but my spine is fused now.
Is that what, like
Sick.
6%?
Is it? I have no idea what it is at now.
I read something on the internet that said that could have been
It's
lying.
probably 6%, but it
Okay.
was like. Do you know where it was at, Mom? It was like it was pretty bad though.
It is 6% now. See?
I don't think it was 56. Was it? That'd be really bad. I don't even know, but it was pretty not good. And so like I forgot to sign up for like another semester after that because I couldn't walk. And
Yeah,
so,
casual. You're fine.
And so like I kind of forgot to sign back up. So I just haven't. But
You wrote a song about your surgery, right? Or going through scoliosis?
I wrote a song that was more just about like the weird body image issues that came with that because I've never had like a normal like I guess shape to my hips because one of them has always been so much higher than the other, and I stand like this whenever I had like my scoliosis, and it just like I don't know, those type of things shouldn't get to you, but it really did, and I was just having a hard time with it, and I was in such a weird mental space for a while, like surrounding all of that. And just now, like over the past this year, have I really been like coming to terms with that and trying to figure it out and like better myself as a person and take better care of my like mind and my body and like do things that make me feel like nice about myself. I don't know.
Should be
It's
your sole
exciting.
priority.
Yeah, and it has been. It's been like, it's nice to figure that kind of stuff out. And listening back to that song, you know, it's called Self Dysmorphia, and at the time I have such a weird relationship with that song because I really didn't want to release it at first because it felt like so weird and personal, but I kind of framed it in a bit of a lighter light in releasing it because it wasn't really something I don't know that I felt like I was ready to talk about, because I feel like if I'm talking about that or like an image issue or something like that, then I should be like over it, or I should have some kind of closure that I can offer somebody by listening to this song. But I felt like I didn't have that yet. And I don't know if I have that yet or like anything like that, but I felt so weird about it at the time. And I didn't want it to be like, ooh, I'm releasing this, like, feel bad for me and here's my song. It was just more of like a representation of where I was at that time in my life. And I guess I'm happy it's out there. I'm always like back and forth on it, but I think that it's just like, again, for me, music is like a diary to help me work through things, and I guess that was like a necessary song for me to write.
Part of your journey.
Yeah, it was just more written in like a poppy, like punk manner, which I didn't know how to feel about it. I was like, does it need to be like sadder, or is this fine to put it out there like this? Like, I don't know. And so, I don't know, but it was like a good representation of where I was at the time, and it was like a very honest song for me.
According to People magazine, it went from 47 degrees to 6.
Oh,
Does
that sounds about right. According to People magazine.
According to People magazine.
Wow.
Thank you, People magazine, for letting me know. But yeah, because it was pretty bad. Like, I go back and look at some shows or things, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm standing like this. It always just looks like I'm throwing hip or something, though, which is like kind of nice. I don't know, but it was just funny. But I'm very happy to, it was like probably one of the it was the hardest thing I've ever gone through.
Oh,
Easy. Yeah, I don't know why I said probably. It definitely was. It was like pretty terrible, but now like at the time, whenever I was recovering, like I couldn't walk for like 2 weeks, and I was just stuck on my couch because my room is upstairs for like 2 weeks. I like couldn't shower by myself. I couldn't like literally walk, and so I like didn't know what to do with myself, and I was like, I wish I would have never done this. Like, I hate this so much. I'm hurting so bad, but now that I'm like out of it, it was the best thing that I could have done for my life, and I'm so happy I did it. And so like, I don't know, for other people that are like going through that or have scoliosis or like debating whether or not to get the surgery, like it was so worth it. It's like a really difficult recovery, but once you're over it, it's so like, I don't know, I'm so happy I did it.
It's hard, but pain is temporary.
Yeah. And cool back scars are forever.
Mckenna Grace's music is waiting for you. It's all on Amazon Music. Click the link in the description below. You good?
Yeah, I just can't believe you've never been to school. Like, that's crazy.
No, I haven't. I've always wanted, I'm constantly trying to get invited to prom. So like, I don't know, I'm like constantly trying to get my friends who go to school to invite me to their proms or their homecomings before they graduate.
You'll eventually
So I'm
have
like,
your own equivalent to that, and it'll be way better.
That's the wish. That's the dream. We'll see.
It's coming. Mckenna Grace, I appreciate you giving us your time and energy today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks
it was
for
so
being
fun.
here.
I like your little puppet in the corner.
He didn't distract you too much?
I mean, he's kind of looking at me funny.
I know.
Like, I don't know what his deal is,
Yeah,
but
he's got a couple problems.
I can tell.
You could deal with him
I like him.
after.
Can you
Thanks.
tell
Yeah.
that's supposed to be Zach?
Yeah,
You can?
right?
Yeah.
I was
can
gonna
tell.
say, like, it'd be weird that like there's just another puppet, some white guy with brown hair and untamed eyebrows.
I don't know.
No, it's definitely me.
That's so good.
Anyway, Mckenna Grace, everybody.
Woo!
Thank you.